Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're playing Superstar JYP and Superstar STAYC. Gonna be going over the February 22nd, 2024 updates, where really there isn't too much going on, but we do have a lot more stuff going on in Superstar JYP, so we're just gonna talk about the Superstar STAYC stuff first, just to get it out of the way here. So in terms of Superstar STAYC, not too much going on. We have a new currency Star Pass, which we're going to talk about a little bit towards the end of the video. And then we did get a new limited theme update for We Need Love called A Little Break. Really not too much going on here. So if we look at the banner itself, it does give you the limited period point reward, where once you stack up 250 points, you can get an R grade card selector. And again, these card selectors are really good just in case you pull a bunch of times, you only have 5 of the 6 members, you just need that last one, and then you can use the R grade card selector to get that one, and you can also get it in Prism. And remember that in this game, Prism cards are really good, giving you about a 10% bonus in score, so the goal is to get all 6 of the members as Prism, so the R grade card selector, really good for that. Other than that, the banner is pretty standard, where you can get a Little Break profile set for $10, the starter package, which gives you automatically an A grade Prism and 100 diamonds for $750, the celebration package, which gives you one of the themes guaranteed with a 5 times chance for Prism for $9.49, as well as some other things, the special package for $22.99, which gives you 2 Little Break theme guarantees for a 3 times chance for Prism, and then some other stuff too. And then the 2 packages that everyone pulls for, the limited premium pack 10, which again doesn't guarantee you a card, but it's your best chance to get one, and then a limited premium pack 1, which is just a random one of chance in case you just wanted to try for the card, or if you need to stack up enough points for the card selector. Now, one thing I want to note here, just a little reminder that even though they put all these things like 5 times chance for Prism, 3 times chance for Prism, you can always check the actual rate in the drop odds. So for example, let's take a look at the celebration package, which has a 5 times chance for Prism. So you're guaranteed one of the new limited theme cards, but in terms of Prisms, 5 times chance is only 15%, which is not very good. 15 out of 100 cards are going to be Prism. That's how low the rate is if you have to see it that way. So while it says 5 times chance, it sounds a lot better to say 5 times chance than it does to say 15% chance. So just keep that in mind. These are just percentages. It's still overall pretty low to get a Prism, so the card selectors are going to be really valuable. And if you put money into this game, then the starter package is also pretty valuable. Other than that, it is going to be basically a break week if you play Superstar STAYC, so enjoy the break week. We just got out of a holiday event, which generally takes up a lot more time, so I hope if you play Superstar STAYC, you're enjoying the little break there. So one quick little post-video event, I actually forgot to talk about the mission event, so let's talk about it really quick. So this is the mission event, A Little Break, and just like the banner itself, really not too much going on here. This is just going to be your standard STAYC mission event, where mission 1 gives you a chance for the A grade card theme, just by playing the song 5 times in any mode. Mission 2 is going to give you additional chances to complete the theme, or if you're lucky, you get 2 B grade cards of the same member, hopefully getting an A grade member that you don't have, and then giving you another chance at another B grade card. And then for all of that, you do get a wallpaper, and generally I don't recommend going for the wallpapers because there are going to be events where you can get like signed Polaroids or a raffle for a signed CD, so I generally skip the wallpapers unless it's a wallpaper I really like or I really like the theme of the cards. Alright, moving on to the bigger update in Superstar JYP, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and basically almost all of it is ITZY based. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the new limited themes for ITZY. They're both going to be Born to Be, so it is going to be the Yeji, Ryujin, Chaeyoung, and Yuna group, and it's going to be Knockout and Nobody. So we're going to just hop into the shop. Basically, the 2 banners are exactly the same in terms of the stuff you can buy, and even the limited period point reward is still going to be the R grade card and a random one. And if you watched my videos enough, you know that these R grade card randoms as the limited period point rewards, I don't generally like them because it doesn't guarantee you anything. Like, let's say I pulled into a ton of these banners and I ended up with 3 of the 4 members, but I finally stacked up enough points for the limited period point reward, and then I just get another member that I already had. So I really don't like the ITZY Born to Be banners just because there's no guarantees promised in any of it. So again, the two banners look the same, so let's just scan one of them here. We'll look at Knockout. So again, it's the R grade card random. There is going to be the special package where you get a Knockout theme guaranteed for $20.99. The profile package, which is a little bit nicer because it gives you some diamonds and some RP, but I generally don't buy any of these. The starter package, which gives you a guaranteed Knockout card and 100 diamonds. The R grade card for 300 diamonds, and then the card pack 30, and it's literally the exact same thing except with a different theme for nobody. Now, I don't know if you've seen my wallpapers or if I've shown them recently, but I did pull into Jihyo Room, and I got it simply doing the card pack 30s multiple times. So a lot of people might be asking, is the card pack 30 worth it? And can I get everything that I need to in order to complete the mission event? So in order to answer that question, first we got to actually take a look at the mission event. So if we go to the mission event for ITZY Born to Be, this is actually like a combined mission event where it takes the Knockout theme and the Nobody theme and puts them both into the same banner here. So in order to complete the ITZY Born to Be mission event, you have to play Untouchable Verse 2 multiple times in order to get one Knockout A grade card and one Nobody A grade card. And then you got to complete with a score of 2,500,000 or more. And you have to collect an A grade card or above for every single member for every single theme. So both the Knockout theme and the Nobody theme, you need at least an A grade card or above for both of the themes, which in my opinion is crazy. And then mission 4 is really just the kind where you can just get your way there just by playing the game. You just got to level up some cards, power up some cards. So that's generally a free mission. And then for completing all of it, you get a wallpaper. Now, again, if you've seen my videos, you know that I think that wallpapers generally aren't really worth it if they require a lot of effort. But this one requires a ton of effort in my opinion. So having to collect all of these cards can be pretty daunting because again, none of those banners, if we go back to them, none of them have any guarantees. You can buy into it a ton of times and still not end up with an A grade card or above for every single member. Again, you can pull into the R grade card enough times to get the limited period point reward and still end up with only 3 out of the 4 members. And that really doesn't mean much when it comes to the mission event because you're still missing that one member even just as a simple A grade. So that brings us to this card pack 30 because again, these are both the same. So the odds are going to be the same across both. So I always make like an Excel sheet basically to see what the actual odds are. So this is the Excel sheet that I have regarding like pull math. And I basically just edit the numbers here and then it just spits out a new number here giving you your odds. So in terms of the ITZY Nobody and the ITZY Knockout themes, after about 10 pulls and after about 350,000 RP, there's a solid 8.22% chance that you won't get the full set. So that means there's about a 91% chance that you'll at least get one single card of every single member. But that doesn't take into account the fact that the mission event requires that you have an A grade or above of every single member. So imagine pulling 10 times using 350,000 RP, just banking it all on the card pack 30s, and then you still don't have all of the cards at least A grade or above. So really what I'm trying to say here is that I wouldn't rely on the card pack 30 just to get you where you need to be. Like I was talking about the whole Jihyo Room thing earlier because that was only 3 cards that I had to worry about. So I was able to pull enough times to get enough cards to level up like C grades into A grades. In this case, we're looking at 8 total different cards that you have to get to A grade or above, basically forcing you to buy some of these special packages or the R grade card multiple times, hoping that when the R grade card randomly comes along, you're able to get like a member you're missing, or at least you're able to stumble into all 4 members. So the reason I don't like this mission event a little bit extra, and I feel like they've been doing this a lot with ITZY recently, where they combine 2 themes and kind of make you try and get all of them, is that I kind of treat it like a group that has 8 members. And when we think about a banner for a group that generally has 8 members, number 1, you're getting an R grade card selector. So if we think about like a Stray Kids banner, you're getting an R grade card selector. Number 2, the package here is generally 590 diamonds instead of 300 diamonds here, but you get an R grade card and 2 A grade cards. So you're getting 3 cards right there as opposed to 1 card. So that's already hurting this banner's view, in my opinion, because I'm thinking about it like an 8 member group. On top of that, when we go to the mission event, when you think about an 8 member group, generally mission 2, or in this case mission 2 and 3 if you combine them together, give you a B grade card for that limited theme, giving you more chances in order to either complete your collection and just be okay with B grades, or they give you 2 B grades that you can level up into an A grade, helping you complete the mission. So I don't know why they've been doing that a lot with ITZY recently, where they've been combining 2 different themes into one mission event, but that just makes the mission event harder for that reason. So I don't really like that they're doing this with ITZY, because I would like 2 different mission events, and I would like a little bit more chances at completing my sets rather than just having to get all 8 cards and then just to end up with a wallpaper. But that's just my opinion on it. Again, if you really like ITZY, if you really want this wallpaper, trust me, I think it's a really cool looking wallpaper because it's like symbolic of the World Tour, and I am a sucker for collecting World Tour stuff. But I can't justify treating this like an 8 member group, but also requiring significantly more effort than an 8 member group. But by all means, if you like it, totally go for it. I totally respect that. Alright, moving on into some of the other things we got for ITZY. So we have the ITZY Concert Package here. And one thing to note about the ITZY Concert Package is that you can buy it and then get some real life value in it. So if you look at the magnifying glass for these tour package offers, you can go to the ITZY concert and collect something. And I'm not really sure what that something is. So if you buy the merch, visit the Superstar JYP Nation booth, you'll get some limited goods. Now, the one thing that I do want to point out to people here, if you are going to the tour in Seoul or the tour in Korea, is that if the supply of the prize runs out, the purchase event will be closed early. So honestly, I kind of don't recommend buying any of this stuff unless, number 1, you're going to the World Tour in Korea, because they don't generally give the rest of the World Tour like these limited merch options. So if you're not going to the one in Korea, I recommend skipping this. And then number 2, I don't recommend buying it until the actual day of to see if they still have stuff. Like, let's say you buy this package 99 times hoping you're going to get 99 things, and then you show up and then they're all out, and that's just going to feel really bad. So that's my general thought on these concert package offers. I don't think they're really worth it, because one of the weird things about these package offers is that it says ITZY Born to Be limited theme, but it's ITZY Born to Be limited theme. And what does that mean? It means basically you can get any ITZY theme under the sun. So looking at the concert special package, it's all the ITZY themes and all the ITZY Born to Be themes put together. And I've said this a few times in previous videos, but when the pool is just so big for cards that you can get, there's basically no guarantee you're going to get a card that you need. And you generally want to get at least a full theme of a group before starting to delve in collecting the whole group. But that's just for play purposes, not collecting purposes. If you're collecting just for fun, if you're going to show up to the World Tour in Seoul, if you want to get that special prize, by all means, this isn't such a bad idea, because I like when things in the Superstar games translate to physical limited items that you can get in person. So that is my thought on the concert package. Now, one thing I do want to say, just a little bit of an insert here, is please, Dalcom, make these limited physical rewards available in other countries and not just at the one in Seoul. I think it would be really awesome. I think that K-pop has such a big global influence right now that they could probably get more money if they made these events available to the worldwide tour and not just the tour in Korea. But that's just my thought on it based off of when the Superstar Games had a booth at KCON 2023. and I'm sure a lot of people bought into it because some of the sets sold out. So that's just my thought on it. I really wish that they would make these more of like a worldwide thing rather than just a Korea thing. Alright, we do have one more mission event for Born to Be, and it's going to be specifically to the World Tour, and this one is honestly just a freebie. So this first one's just completing specific ITZY songs and then completing with a certain score. And then this one's just going to be obtain ITZY cards. So generally this is going to be a free mission where you can just get free rewards. And then if you power up ITZY cards, you can get some free diamonds, which is really nice. Now for completing all of it, you get a premium pack 30, which isn't really that great, but if you attend the World Tour in Seoul, then you can also get some limited merchandise. Going back to the whole thing where I said, please make this worldwide, because I could complete all of this and then not get anything from the World Tour in Seoul. I could give my account to someone and then maybe they could pick it up for me in Seoul. But basically, me as an international K-pop stan will not get anything from completing this mission event. Alright, moving on to the NiziU Star Pass. So they have a new song for NiziU out right now. It's Heartris Verse 2. But there's no actual pullable theme for it. They just dropped it into the regular NiziU banner. So you can use all the cards that you have for NiziU prior to this actual event dropping. But they do have a live theme going on here. So remember that live themes, they basically overshadow the card when you're actually playing the song. And then there's just like a moving theme accompanied. So if we look at this here, basically if you don't want to buy into this, it's just free rewards. So collect your free RP, collect your free cards. But if you want to pull into this, if you actually want to buy this, if you're a big fan of the group, then you will end up with the card theme, which you can put above all your other cards. And then you'll end up with a live theme if you actually complete the Star Pass. So an example of the live theme here is going to be like the twice one that I have here. So for example, this is my Momo live theme card, and then if you get up to level 20, you get a moving version of it. And basically it's all just aesthetics. Like this moving version doesn't actually play into the game itself. This is the only way I know how to access the moving version of the cards is by actually from your homepage. But it's just a nice, neat little thing to have in case you're just collecting. Alright, and then moving on to the last thing of the notices, which is going to be the Currency Star Pass. Actually, before we move on to the Currency Star Pass, let's go over these winner announcements first. Just give a little bit of a shout out to everyone who was able to win this. So this is the Xdinary Heroes Mission Event Bad Chemical winner announcement, which they did really quickly. It usually takes about a week for the announcement, but congratulations to everyone on this list who won the signed Polaroid raffle. It's only 6 total, so only one of these exists per member in the world. So congratulations to everyone there. And then the ITZY Born to Be in Seoul concert ticket event, which I'd imagine they'd have to announce now because someone's got to know if they're going to the concert or not. But basically, these are the people who won a free concert ticket in the Born to Be Seoul event. So I hope everyone on this list is in Seoul right now because you won a free concert ticket. If you're not, then I hope they at least compensate you in some way. But those are the winners for the previous raffles. The Power Up Star Pass, nothing has changed from here. One thing I do have to make an edit to something I said in the last video is that the Power Up chance tickets and Power Up events do not stack. So if you, let's say you used a 50% card when it's a 50% ticket when it's the 50% Power Up event chance going on, you're not going to get 75% off total. It's just going to be the 50% and that's it. So just keep that in mind that they don't stack. But if you're free to play, I would recommend just making sure you fill this all out because nothing's wrong with free rewards. Alright, moving into the last thing, which is the Currency Star Pass. These were generally pretty good. When the first one came out, I was actually really astonished because the number of diamonds and RP it gave you was absolutely insane. So this time around, for $19, you can get 790 diamonds and 130,000 RP if you complete the whole Star Pass. Now, I wanted to compare this to the previous one. So this is the previous pass where it's basically the same thing. So you still have to get up to 30 premium rewards, or you purchase the pass for 30 premium rewards. So it's basically 30 tiers. It was sure $3 more. But at the end of it, you got 1,480 diamonds and then 130,000 RP. So they significantly decrease the amount of diamonds that you're getting in basically half. And it still costs more than half of the cost of the original currency pass. So overall, in terms of your value, you're getting 40 diamonds to the dollar, which is pretty good in terms of actual value, but I kind of wish they kept it to the previous one where you were getting like 70 plus diamonds to the dollar. But that's just my opinion on it. I don't know why they changed it. Maybe because they realized that the original deal was simply just too broken, and they're like, okay, we got to fix this ratio a little bit by cutting the value almost by like 33%. So if you're struggling for resources, or if you're stacking up for a future event or something like that, this currency pass really isn't such a bad idea. Like, because of the previous currency pass, I was able to complete Twice I Got You with very minimal effort and not needing to dig into any more diamonds than I got from the actual currency pass back in like January. But again, it's skippable otherwise. And if you are free to play, it is just free rewards, so collect your free RP, because RP is still valuable in this game, because you still need it to do a lot of stuff. Alright, with that being said, that's going to be all for the February 22nd, 2024 updates. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. But that's all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, take it easy.